Hey guys, welcome back or welcome to the channel if you're new here. This is me and this is this week's art vlog. I was doing my essay majority of the time, but I did get some painting in there and we worked on this one and I was really excited. I couldn't help myself. I needed to just start like immediately. No mucking around. It needs to be done. Look at this. So the main message is light depiction. I wanted it to feel heavenly. I wanted it to feel rejoiced and community. They're all looking to this one source. It's very spiritual. And I just wanted to layer the purples and the blues, the golds, and really get that feeling of which direction they're in, where it's coming from. I did add gold leaf here at this point. I added some glue stick. I'm not even kidding. I put glue stick on there on my finger and then I patted it in there into the canvas. We're getting taught to experiment a lot this term. I really don't like it, but it is pushing me to do new things, so there's that. All right, so let's go to Wednesday, my online class. Fun, more essays. We're learning about modernism, so we've gone through Impressionism and Dada and all of the people that have made an impact. I'm doing my essay on Frida Kahlo, so while I appreciate these classes, I do wish we had extra studio time. And here's where I thought it'd be cute if I did a little flip through of my theory journal. I'll do this for all of my journals because the other ones are way more interesting to look at, but it was still cute, a little flip through. So I don't know what's going on with the class. At a certain point I went and got lunch and I came back and no one was there. The lesson was still being live recorded, but no one was there. So it's now usually the finish time anyway, so I just logged off. And I'm on a break, doing some errands and things like that. So it was really boring today, just theory. You have to do it, you have to figure it out. You have to know the history. I mean, I'm not doubting that, but it's not my cup of tea. I would rather be doing the prac stuff, sculptures, painting, anything, but sometimes it has to be done. So we did that, and I say we, I mean me, but if you guys watching, you're doing it with me, you know, me and you, like together. All right, let's go. Fuck, people are staring at me. I can't do this. This is embarrassing. Okay, so the first thing I wanted to get out of the way is the referencing and the sourcing. So I looked at my notes and I did that and applied that before I started with the rest. Okay, so this is the piece I'd already started. I was working on it and I realized pretty quickly that the charcoal was not creating what I wanted it to create, which was kind of like a headlight effect. I wanted it to look like light was coming out of the eyeballs. It wasn't blending. So I had a meeting with my teacher, and this needs to be done in a different way. I need to go back to the drawing board and figure out a bunch of new concepts that is more experimental, that's more me. Because apparently it's not me, and it kind of isn't. I didn't really think about it. I got inspiration, I had a lunch break, and I came back and I started drawing. I started experimenting. I was drawing an eyeball. This was just kind of fun. I don't know whether it's going to be one of my final pieces, but I know that my portfolio for drawing class is definitely going to be a bunch of eyeballs in different kind of ways. Because honestly, I go into drawing class with a plan and I've done a lot of work, but the teacher usually comes in and ruffles the whole thing up. So I don't know what I'm doing. And that's art school for you right there. So especially when you're supposed to be doing a term of experimentation and your girl just goes back to the same shit different day and your teacher keeps having to check her. Every 2 seconds, check her. So I'm over it for the day. So we left and we're going back to do some painting. Okay, I want to start out by saying you guys haven't seen this piece, me working on it before. I'm really excited to show you what I have got on it so far. Now, I'm going to be doing a video about what it's about, my portfolio. What is it about? The actual concept, because, I mean, right now you see sheep, you see a bunch of fake ass looking grass. Like, you don't know what you're looking at. So when I explain this to you, it's gonna all make sense. But for right now, watch me cover up this Ferris wheel because it was a bad idea. I don't know how to fix it at all. It just keeps looking worse and worse. So we're fixing that. We're covering it completely. So watch me cover this, and then I'll end up showing you a full view of what this looks like so far. Because this canvas is the middle and main piece to the other ones I was working on Tuesday. The gold one and the other one. So yeah, it's a trilogy. It's got to all make sense together, and I'm really excited for you guys to hear what the go is. But just so you know for right now that the color of the grass is intentional. Now I'm looking at the piece right now, recording this, and it is not, absolutely not the right color. I know this, but part of my portfolio is making this left side of the canvas more saturated than the other. I want it to feel artificial. So this needs to be put here as a good base for how I'm going to continue the grass work. The other side is more color mixed. This side is purposely more saturated, and I referred to it in reviews as Play-Doh. Play-Doh coloring compared to, mixed color. It's not the same. So I'm making sure I'm using stuff like that, and I'm making it very textured and very thick, for acrylic paint, because it needs to feel chaotic. It needs to feel all over the place, although very aesthetic at the same time. The other side has got a good balance, and you'll know what this is with the messaging really, really soon. This was actually really fun to do. I didn't think I would enjoy covering something up so much. This was really, really fun. Like, it was like, it hurt my eyes to look at it before, and then within a few minutes, it was nicer. It was way nicer. It was totally the right decision to do that. So just doing that, I have added a bit of darker saturated green towards the bottom just to show perspective. This light color mixed in with that darker green is going to show how the pathway does come up a little bit. There's a bit of a hill coming up. I also want to point out that yellow pathway. I want to explain that for a second. It's going to represent the Wizard of Oz's Yellow Brick Road. Some of you would be following along with me, some of you might not be, depending on your age, but the Wizard of Oz's Yellow Brick Road is a very strong symbolic, statement of what I'm trying to say in this canvas and overall as the message. I am continuing to fill in all of this around the Yellow Brick Road because I realized it was too dark in there. It was too dark. I don't need it to be that dark. I do want it to be a bit more realistic than it was. And then I realized how much more work I have to do on this, like so much more. But there's the overview. And the other side's just more color mixed, I think. And that side is saturated. Mind the figures and the munted looking stuff right now. Just bear with me. I'm moving stuff around still, and yeah, it's getting there. Guys, I put it in to turn it in. It's getting plagiarized, checked, and whatever it is. As we've put it into the marking system, it's getting drafted. I don't have to think about it for a few days. My desk is an absolute, mess. It's a mess, and I need to clean it. I need to do more painting. I need to go to work. I need to film a YouTube video. I don't know which one I'm supposed to do. But at least my assessment is in Turnitin. Now I don't have to think about anything else for a few days, because that's the only thing that's due this week, and that's just so good. All I really need to do is just paint my little ass off. Yeah.